Hello traders, in part 3 of Protective Stops we're going to discuss the only time you should exit a trade. So before we do that, let's just look at a typical scenario. You see a setup that meets your criteria, you've applied your strict money management principles and you decide to enter the market. Great, so far so good. Now at this point you are emotionally stable, you are rock solid, if you like. Now that you are in the market, this is the time, the exact time, that most traders become emotionally unstable. A lot of traders suffer from this, and I know certainly in my early days, I most certainly did. Even though I did the work before I entered the market and applied a very strict set of rules, it seemed once I was in the market, all of my reasons for entering sort of went out the window, and I was constantly, if you like, mentally unstable, being anxious about the outcome of every trade. Now I'm certain you can relate to this. I'm sure you have suffered from this at some point. This emotional shift from being stable and confident to being unstable and anxious started playing out in my head, and I found the need to interfere with my trade, and often resulting in exiting trades too early or letting trades run too long only to see price go against me and wipe out my gains. Even though everything was fine upon entering, it was when I was in the market that things got screwed up. So if we know we've entered the market based upon our rules and we did everything we can to stack the odds in our favour, why do we feel the need to mess with our trades once they are live? Well, of course, there's lots of reasons for that, but at a fundamental level, it is simply this. The lowest common denominator is human emotions. Either greed keeps you in or pain gets you out. Simple as that, full stop. These two emotions are the number one driving factor behind you feeling the need to interfere with your, what you would call in-trade management. So what's the message here? If you exit a trade that is going against you without a valid reason to do so, before it hits your stop loss, you have taken a voluntary loss. Let me repeat this. If you exit a trade prior to price hitting your stop loss without a valid reason to do so, you have taken a voluntary loss. Drill that into your brain, guys, because why on earth would you want to take a voluntary loss? So I guess the takeaway is you really need to understand that the only time you exit a trade, if price is going against you, is if the market gives you a sign, which would be a counter signal, that you should exit the market. Let the price action of the market dictate your decisions, not your reactive emotions. Thank you, traders.